would do, because then I can guide you into your call sign. And, if you have never done this before, it's okay. We have people that come in kind of shy at first. I was shy when I first started, and now look at it. I'm bouncing all over the place. So please, if you're a little shy, it's okay. Even a hello, first name only, will do, and I can acquaint you with your call sign as well. So this is KJ7 USM, standing by and listening. Oh, I see sign there. And it looks like 26 Hotel Sierra, 10575. 26 Hotel Sierra, 10575. KJ7 USM, come on in.
KJ7 EXM 26 Hotel Sierra 10575. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. I just jumping in. I wanted to ask Mike Zero Romeo Charlie Kilo a question, and it's regarding kind of like the laws within the United Kingdom. It's just a random question that popped up in my head. I don't know if it's still available. Listening over there. 26 Hotel Sierra 10575. Back to you, KJM AXM.
Yeah, sure. I can go ahead and pass you over to it because it involves that area of the pond that I'm not fully familiar with, because he knows the East End more than I do, and I'm considering possibly living there one of these days. So I'll put that you over to him. M0RCK, KJ7SM, 26 Hotel Sierra 10575 has a question for you.
Yeah, QSL, there's Sean. Yeah, no problem at all, Sean. Okay, Dale, microphone to you, 26 Hotel Sierra 10575. Go ahead, Dale.
Yeah, thank you for coming over there. Mike Zero Romeo Charlie Kilo 26 Hotel Sierra 10575. Yes, I've kind of been, having a little bit of research and having a little browse and looking at things, as you do. And I've been reading a few stories about people who had receivers, not transceivers, but receivers, and were getting prosecuted for listening because of some Communications Act, and you're not allowed to receive private transmissions or transmissions you're not allowed to hear. And I was just wondering about that. I don't know if you could kind of clarify that in a way. 26 Hotel Sierra 10575. Back to you, Mike Zero Romeo Charlie Kilo.
Okay, let me clarify something on that. On the listening side of things, you are only permitted to listen within the amateur radio bands with 2 meters, 70 centimeters, general coverage transceiver. Anything that goes outside of those bands, okay, anything within private services or public services is not permitted, okay? Now, if you go out and buy a general coverage transceiver that does 2 meter, 70 centimeters and full HF, that's a general coverage transceiver, and also radio stations or shortwave, that's perfectly okay. When you go into the higher band frequencies, like listening to private conversations, phone calls, or anything up in the higher bands, then you will stand a prosecution, okay? So you've got to be careful on what you listen to, on what is permitted to yourself.
Yeah, I copy that QSL, Robert. Yeah, I understand that now. I mean, I think some of the prosecutions that I've read about by people listening, they'll look like listening to police bands and emergency services and stuff like that. So that's probably why they got prosecuted. So if I get a receiver and I'm listening to my local airport ground control and air traffic control, I'm not going to get in trouble for that, am I? Microphone back to you, Mike Zero, Romeo Charlie Kilo.
No, negative, absolutely not. No. Those services are out there. Those services are out there if you want to listen to them. If the frequencies are open and available for public service, you will be able to use them, okay? If you go out and get a little scanner or a little handheld that does those bands, short wave, medium wave, long wave, and does those air traffic control or ship to shore, then you're in your rights to actually listen to that, yes. And because there is stuff out there that you can do on the internet to listen to your local air traffic control. At Heathrow as well. They do have one online. All you have to do is Google it if you want to listen to it, and you will be able to listen to the traffic control. You can do it all around the world if you want to. That will not cause any trouble. Police service, ambulance service, absolutely not. They are too higher frequencies. And if you get to the situation and you have a transceiver that does those high frequencies, it will be immediately taken away from you, okay? So when you do buy that sort of thing, you've got to do it just for like the amateur bands, 2 meters, 70 centimeters, a general coverage, okay, general coverage. Nothing out into the digital modes. When you go out into those digital modes, that's when you will get in trouble. So just to give you that warning, okay? For air traffic control, ship to shore, amateur radio, 2 meters, 70 centimeters, normal radio stations, absolutely no problem at all. When you get into the other services, that's where you get trouble. Stay away from those bands, QSL.
Yeah, copy of there, Mike Zero, Romeo Charlie Kilo, 26 Hotel Sierra 10575 returning. Yep, that is 100% understood. That's basically what I thought. But yeah, you've clarified that with me 100%, and I won't be doing anything silly like that anyway. I'm not into that sort of thing. But yeah. So yeah, you've answered my question there, Robert. I do appreciate it. I'll say see you later. And I'm going to kind of like queue you on the side for a little while, and then jump up the vans. But yeah, thank you for answering that, Robert. I'll pass the microphone back to you. This is 26 Hotel Sierra 10575. Back to you, Mike Zero, Romeo Charlie Kilo.
Okay, Darren, have you looked at SDR? Have you looked at SDR receivers, QSL?
Yeah, it's not Darren, mate. Don't forget that. I've just been having a look through, like, just some like the little handhelds, and you know, you can get the cheap ones, the Kwangshangs or whatever. Been looking through them. Just as an interest, as a starter, like receiver. Back to you, Robert. Mike Zero, Romeo Charlie Kilo.
Yeah, sorry about that. I meant to say dial when some reason it slipped out again. I haven't done that for a while. No, on your computer, you go to sdr.org, sdr.org, and you can listen to receivers on your computer all around the world. Amateur radio, centimeters, HF. You can listen to the live stuff out there that's supplied on that system. It's called sdr.org, QSL.
Mike Zero, Romeo Charlie Kilo, 26 Hotel Sierra 10575 returning. Yeah, I've had that. That's it's been in my bookmarks for about 10 years as well, actually. And yeah, the website you're talking about. Microphone back to you, Robert.
Okay, you may very well know about the website, but you know about all the stuff that it gives you to do, because you have full HF on there as well. So you can live around the world, okay? As long as you know how to use it to go to uppers, lowers, and all the other stuff on there, because you can be complicated to be able to do that. In that listing, there is listings of different SDR receivers in every corner of the planet, if you know how to do it. Even CB you can find on there as well, QSL.
Yeah, QSL Robot, as I said, I've been using it for 10 years. So, yeah, I'm on my way around that system. Yeah, that's not to worry. I found it tricky, but yeah, I know that how to go around there and listen to different bands and tune into things on that place. It is 26 Hotel Sierra 10575. Back to you, Mike 0 Romeo Charlie Kilo.
Yes, so I'm going to give you some information. Do you know your local repeater? Do you know how to put the receiver in there for the local repeater, set the program, set the favourites, and also link in to actually separate server-based system to link into their system, access outside of that? Have you done that yourself?
Oh, now you're getting too technical for me. I haven't done that, no, negative.
So what I always say to people is I always say this plain and simple. Nobody knows about a system unless you know about a system, okay? I've had that basically since it first come out. I knew when it was created, I knew how the server system works, and I know how it's programmed to go into different systems because I use it through my local repeater is actually attached to the SDR system. So, but no, it's all right because you know how to use it. I'm not going to leave it to you yourself.
Yeah, QSL Robert, 26 Hotel Sierra 10575 coming back to you there. I know how to use it to the best of my capabilities, which might not be to the best of its capabilities. I do play around on it quite, every now and again I'll jump on there, and I know there's several frequencies that you can get up to and listen to, which I'm not going to, I won't disclose, but they are obviously legal to listen to if you can hear them on there. But yeah, I didn't know about the repeaters properly, and it's still a learning curve. But since I've been using Hamsphere, I've jumped back onto it, so I am getting better at it because I understand it better now. Because like Hamsphere is obviously like a better learning tool. You know what I mean? 26 Hotel Sierra 10575. Back to you, Mike 0 Romeo Charlie Kilo.
Yeah, 26 Hotel Sierra 10575. Dale, no problem at all, mate. No, you use it in the basic way and you carry on using it that way, but I know the ins and outs of it to be able to use it through other systems as well. And you can go through all full HF bands as well if you go through the right track. And you can go right the way across the world on those bands, okay? And to set the frequencies, to set the modes, upload, download into the system. You can even record through it as well. But there's a lot of different stuff within the background that people like me, I have experienced it over the years. But you only need to do it for the basic idea. But no, that's only for listening. What I was trying to put across to you, what you will receive on there, you'll receive more on there than you would by getting an handout or a receiver outside, okay? Because in with that facility will give you more facilities to be able to receive more worldwide, globally, than you would get on an handout or on a little home-based receiver, which would only be that you'd be able to see within the location where you are within the vicinity, okay? And unless you link into literal repeaters, which is in your location, and then you'll probably get a link or a gateway. Then the gateway, depending whether it's going through to a node, and a node is a gateway to a digital repeater. If you're doing that, then you may hear something going across the other side of the world, but otherwise it'll be only within this circle of the UK. Do yourself?
Yeah, copy that. Mike 0 Romeo Charlie Kilo 26 Hotel Sierra 105 coming back to you there. Yeah. I'm understanding that. I mean, I'm not wanting it to like listen to the other side of the world at the moment. The little handheld that I've got, it's just like local traffic. I think it's always a handy little thing to have. But yeah, I have been listening. I've been on there on the website that you mentioned, and I've played around with it a lot more, like I say, in the last week, and yeah, I've been listening to all sorts of things going on there. Yeah, always quite interesting. But I'm not much away. I'll leave it at that, Robert. You don't need to have to explain anything further, really, mate. And let's have a look. It's nearly 12 o'clock. It's getting close to my bedtime. 26 Hotel Sierra 10575. Microphone back to you, Mike. 0 Romeo Charlie Kilo.
Close to your bedtime, eh? That's unusual for you there, Darren, to go off to bed. Not Darren, what call you Darren for? I mean, Dale. I don't know why I keep doing that, but there you go. Unusual for you to be going to bed early. But yeah, we all need a sleep. I'm not going anywhere just yet because it's a little bit too early for me. Probably about 1, maybe 2 o'clock, and that will be my latest trip tonight. So, but no, we'll leave that with you. The trouble is, Dale, once I start talking about technology, frequencies, bands, radios, I possibly go into something that is a little bit, probably a little bit too advanced for you. So that's why sometimes I'll have to rein it in a little bit and think to myself, no, I'll have to leave it there. And when people say to me, I know all about it, but you never know all about everything. That is the situation. What you see on the outside or face value is not what the actual system is capable of doing if you know how to use it. Then that's all. I'll leave it at that. Okay, and I'm not going to put it back over there to Sean to say our finals to you, and we will let you roll on, all right? 26 Hotel Sierra 10575. And microphone going back to Sean, KJ70XM.
QSL 0RCK and 26 Hotel Sierra 10575. You take care, my friend, and I will say 7-3 to you, and hopefully we hear you the next time, and hopefully you enjoy your listening, as seems to be what you want to do, and just take it easy, my friend, and hope to hear you again soon. KJ7EXM.
Four 1509. Backup frequency shown and quick alert to M0CK. How are you doing, Robert?
Okay, I've heard a station call me there, Sean.
Another caller there, but I don't know if
44 Hotel Sierra 1509. Good evening, Rianne.
Right now,
hope we find you well.
I'm going to call out to that one and see if they are still here, and we will go from there. I believe that is 323 Hotel Sierra 402. 323 Hotel Sierra 402. If you are still there, would you like to come in? This is KJ7ESM.
Sean, I just called in and you called over me. I would expect you got a delay, Sean, so please refresh your system. QSL.
Oopsie, how will do that?
Okay, Sean, no problem at all, because you keyed over me when the station called me, so... Rihanna, 509, Mike 0, RCK. Hello, Rianne, how are you doing?
M0CK 44AK 1509. Doing okay, Robert? Can't sleep and you guys have frequency, so I'll quickly kick in. How are things your side? Back to you, Robert, M0CK 44AK.
Yeah, the other station keying up on the frequency, please stand by. The other case station, please stand by. Well, you know what, Rianne, I can't grumble, mate. If I do, who's going to listen to me? You know what I mean? You know, if I grumble about things that's going on and I'm not happy with things, they're all going to say, well, it's your tough coconuts and not the fat side of it. But there you go, Rianne. But otherwise, we're doing all right, mate. Yeah, it's been a good day. Not too bad, a little bit drafty, but the temperature here is about 13.0 degrees at the moment. And that is coming up for midnight over here in the UK. You're coming through good, Rianne. Same as normal, nice and loud. So nice to see you back, and hope that you're doing all right on your side. Everything's all, ticking over for you. 44 Hotel Sierra 1509, Mike 0, RCK.
M0 is the group 44 case 1509. Doing all right, Robert. Yeah, doesn't night owl. For some reason, I'm just struggling to sleep sometimes. So, yeah. Robert, I see the other stations looking for you guys. So, I'll be sitting on the side for a while. And, just throwing it out. M0RTK 44 case 1509. Take care, Robert.
Okay, no problem at all there, Rianne. With Mark, who's listening on the side, if you want to say anything, come back in. And I do see you there, Sean, but I want to see if I can get hold of this other station very quickly, the one that's been keying up. 323 Hotel Sierra 402. 323 Hotel Sierra 402. I do believe you were the station that I was trying to help yesterday with your microphone. So if you are the same station, please come on in. Okay, we'll try you one more time. 323 Hotel Sierra. Where are you? Let me find your call sign again because it's jumped. Okay, 323 Hotel Sierra 402. This is Mike 0, Radio Charlie Kilo. We're standing by for you if you need any assistance. Okay, nothing good. So we'll call Sean back in, KJ7EXM. Yeah, KJ7EXM. Come on back in, Sean.
QSL I did, I went into my display, which seems to have saved 1455, but the 55 was not even in that list. So I don't get how it did that. And 16 had no sound.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't have. No, it ain't got no sound on there. So you were in between. You were in between frequencies, see? So that was why you're not meant to go in between the frequencies, but some people do. But it's okay, you're back now.
Yep, that's the main thing. So I'll go ahead and turn the speaker back up. For some reason, when I got to this, it went quieter. QSL.
Yeah, QSL, you turn it back up while I'm talking, okay, and then I'll put it back over to you. We have Rianne there, 44 Hotel Sierra station, 44 Hotel Sierra 1509, who is listening on the frequency. That was the station that come in earlier. You remember many, many moons ago, we had a very good friend, Rianne. That was him that come into you earlier from South Africa. And he's just come back on the system. He's been on for probably a week or so, a couple of weeks now. And that was the station that I was talking to. So, yeah, no problem, Sean. So we'll put the microphone back over to you and let you roll on. QSL?
QSL and 0RCK. Now I know where I placed the voice. I knew I heard it before, but I couldn't place where. And it has been a long time. And it's good to hear him back on. So that's a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah, KJ70XM, M0RCK. Yeah, it's good to see some of the old ones coming back on. Lovely person, Rianne. Absolutely diamond to talk to. And don't say a lot, but, you know, he keeps himself to himself. And but, you know, very good guy, very good person to talk to. Okay, Sean, we'll leave that with you. And now I've sorted that out. You're back on here. And I'm going to nip and get my fresh tea.
QSL and 0RCK. All right, folks, as you've just heard, I had a little hiccup, and now I'm here. So while M0RCK is getting his lovely cup of tea, which I hope is a delicious blend, this is KJ7EXM, and I am standing by and listening. If anybody wishes to come into the frequency, all they need to do is let me know they're there, and I will more than happily answer you. And if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask them. If I can answer them, I will. Others that I cannot, I will make sure to have either the information or the main net group controller will come in and answer those for me. Otherwise, you know, I can't say I know everything because I don't. You know, just the way life is, I guess. But anyway, if you do wish to come in, all it takes is a call sign or first name only, and I will gladly answer.
MW7CDH.
Your caller there, and it looks like, and correct me if I'm wrong, it looks like Mike Whiskey 7 Tango Victor Echo. Is that correct?
No, Mike Whiskey 7 Tango Victor Hotel, yeah? Okay.
Okay, my apologies. Just to me at my end, for some reason my eyeball won't stay still and it looks like an E, so it's not you, it's me. Thank you for the correction, much appreciated. And I hope you're doing well, my friend, because you sound like 5 and 9, QSL.
Yeah, I'm doing fine. The location is Old Colwyn, a village in North Wales in the United Kingdom. What's your location? My operator name also is Tony Tango Oscar November Yankee. Roger.
Oh, it's nice to meet you. And my first personal is Sean, Sierra Echo Alpha November. And the QTH is Seattle, Washington, home of the Space Needle, which, by the way, when they redid the floor the other summer, they had decided that feature floor was a good idea. So it has a new look to it. Definitely the Space Needle is definitely standing out. But that's where I'm at, sir. QSL.
QSL. I've only just put this on my mobile, and I was curious if, so I'm a newbie, so you have to excuse me. But I was just wondering, I was going to ask you a question. I want to subscribe to Hamsphere, but how do I subscribe to Hamsphere on the PC? Can I use it on the Android as well? Over.
What I'm going to do is all the basic answers, and yes, you can put it on both pieces of equipment. Just remember that once you get it set up on the PC, you do have to remember to log out of one in order to use the other, or it will think you're still logged in. When it hits the same server, it may try to do that. The PC version is easy to put it onto. When you go into your PC, go to handsphere.com, and on the upper right-hand side, there should be an area called Download, and then pick the one that works for your operating system, and that should be the one you'll need, and then follow the necessary steps to put it onto your PC. Once you have it all set up and your credentials that you use to start in on your phone, the same ones will go into the PC version, and you can fire that up with no problem. If you wish to register, then there should be a spot where you can do this. It should be, I believe M0RCK said go to view QSL card list, and then on the left-hand side there should be something there called to register. And you can go in there and register on the Hamsphere if you so wish. Hopefully that helps. QSL?
QSL. Thank you. That's fantastic, that, Sean. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Like I say, I find it very interesting. Like I said, I've got all my HF, BHF, UHF gear. But I just thought I'd give this a try, and I like the phone version. It's very, it's like a proper, HT, QSL.
It should be able to go right on your PC with no problem. As long as there's enough memory and power, it should be able to handle it. Just follow the necessary steps to put it in. So say, for example, if it's a Windows system, then you just need to pick the one that will fit for your Windows, and then it should run. If it's anything else, follow the necessary steps in your operating systems of what you have, then go back in there and take a look and see which one is the closest fit. As long as it will fit and work, it should be fine, because when you do it that way, it'll be less confusing and you won't put the wrong one in. So if I am mishearing anything you're trying to tell me, let me know and I will backtrack.
I'll tell you what, a bit of a pain for me. I've got a very fast computer, so I'll be all right on that score. I have a VPN running, and I'm getting a screen that's just writing, like login micro settings, log out, create account, web shop. Just, is that the right one? QSL?
Older model computers, I'm not sure. I can tell you that we have Windows, Linux, Mac, I believe, is listed on there, and the portable versions, I usually guide them over to how to run the Play Store version for the phones. But otherwise, everything that is listed there is what we have currently. Any other model computer, I have no idea.
Sorry about that. I've got it all up now. What it is, it's the VPN. The VPN that I'm going to have to find a way to bypass it. Anyway, I've got the screen up. Anyway, I'm going to bid you 73, and it was very nice to speak to you, Sean. And probably speak to you again. I'll get you set up on here and get used to it. But you've been really helpful. Thank you very much, and have a good evening.
Yeah, QSL, I'm sorry I'm not much help when it comes to older equipment because I'm not sure if what we have there would work or not. The best policy I can give you and to not get you mixed up with anything is to check your operating system. So go into your operating system area in your computer and see what you have in the way of versions. Then go over to hamster.com and then you can go from there and see about the download. It may even ask you if you want to register. So there's that.
Yeah, all right then.
Yeah,
That's
Sean, let me in a minute, Sean. Don't let him go anywhere. Let me in.
All right, 73. I don't know what time it is over there.
Okay, hold on.
7 minutes past midnight in the UK. So I'll bid you good evening or good afternoon or good morning, whatever you want it is. All right, thanks very much, Sean. QSL.
Yeah, QSL, my friend, not a problem, but what I'd like you to do is hold on, disappear. I'm going to put M0RTK on because he'd like to come across to you. Hold on. M0RTK, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, thanks for that, Sean. Mike Whiskey 7, Tango Victor Hotel, Mike 0, Radio Charlie Kilo, M0RCK, and the name is Robert. I am an administrator on the system and also an admin on this frequency, the up group. Now, what trouble are you having with your VPN? Have you actually downloaded the HS5 system onto your computer, or is the VPN stopping you from doing it?
What it is, it does it on a few things. There must be some sort of setting on my VPN where there is a setting where I can bypass so it'll go through. I've not set it up yet on the PC. I've set it up on the Android telephone that I'm on. So I've got Surfshark, and I think there's a setting on there where you can bypass. You know, if I put amster.com in, it won't interrupt it. Yeah, QSL.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. There is a setting within the VPN system where you can allow, okay? It's like your security, like your firewall and all that. But VPN, rolling IP, is not favoured to use on this system, okay? Just to give you a warning. A rolling IP is not favoured to use on AMSIR, QSL.
Yeah, but what I'll do is, like, I've just disconnected now. When I go on to AMSIR on the PC, I'll just connect from the VPN. QSL.
Absolutely. I was going to say to you, switch off your VPN and you'll be able to have no problem getting it downloaded on the computer. Because with this system here, it would detect that you're using a VPN, a rolling IP, and you may have a lot of trouble trying to get it to go in, okay? Because it is not on this system allowed to use a rolling IP. So just to give you that information, all right? And as for what you said there on the mobile, it's a very good mobile application, and it works extremely well. And it does look like a normal handheld QSL.
Yeah, QSL, it's gorgeous. It's absolutely stunning. I'm on a Samsung S4 as a QSL, and yeah, it's beautiful. Absolutely stunning. I like
I like the layout and all on the PC, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay for it. And like I said, they asked Sharon the question is, can they use it on both? And she said, if it's a log out on one on the PC, I can log into the one on the phone, yeah, when I'm outdoors, yeah, QSL. Yeah, absolutely, QSL, yeah, absolute version. Use the mobile when you're out and about in your car or walking about. Log into that. You can talk to people all around the world. When you get back home, switch that one off and log into your PC. And that's it. And one subscription pays for it all, okay? Just in case anybody thinks about that. You pay for the mobile one or you pay for the PC. It covers both mobile and PC, okay? So you get a basic radio with you have 4 antennas in the basic radio. You'll have 2 for the 6 meters on the this is the PC version I'm telling you about. You'll have a rotatable antenna beam. You'll have a vertical for 6 meters, and when you go over to HF, you'll have a rotatable one for the HF, and you'll have a vertical one for the HF, okay? Now, to pay the system, once you've got it downloaded onto your computer, if you come back here, I will guide you through to be able to go in and pay it, okay? And you need to go in through your logbook on the front of your radio. That would be your logbook cluster on the PC version. Open your live cluster, and you will see there it says View QSL Card List. You click on that. When you've opened that, look on the left-hand side. There's a column on the left-hand side, and you will see it says subscription. You click on there, and that will walk you through on the ways of paying it, okay? Either card or PayPal or whichever you select to do it under, all right? Yeah, QSL. Well, what I'll do, I'll leave you chatting away to Sharon on there. I'm on the hands there now. What do I do first? Download it first. Yeah. Yeah, go into the download Amsphere 5, okay? Follow the prompts. You know all about these sort of things. Download it, put it on your system. When it fires up, pin your little icon. There'll be a number 5 icon that pops up on your screen. Pin that to your taskbar, okay? Once you've got that pinned to your taskbar, then you can fire it up any time on the system by clicking on the icon, like you do with anything else on your computer, okay? So pin that to your taskbar. Make sure that you have a microphone, an headpiece microphone, okay, to be able to talk on. If you've got one of those, make sure that you select it as your default mic within the system. So yeah, just go in, download that to your system, follow the prompts, and then just carry on with it until it fires up automatically, okay?
1-5, yeah.
Say that, but I haven't got a microphone for the PC yet. I haven't. I've got a webcam. The webcam doesn't work, but I'm sure the microphone still works on it. But I'll order one anyway. But for now, I'll just do that. Like I said, I'll let you carry on your QSL with Sharon, and I'll get back to you when I've got it sorted out. Yeah. QSL. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you'll be able to use the microphone on the webcam. Just use that, select that as your microphone for now, and we'll be able to talk to you via that. And then you can order yourself an headset a bit later, all right? We'll leave that with you, okay? I did see another station trying to get in. 15 Hotel Sierra 1088. That is 15 Hotel Sierra 1088. Would you like to come in?
Roger. Thank you, Robert. Mike Zero, Radio Charlie Kilo. This is the 15 Sierra 1088. Very good evening, Robert. Thank you that you let me come in, please. I only want to try and ask you about my modulation. I have a new microphone here on my laptop, and it's 20 meters from the stick, from my mouth, and I want to give me a report about the modulation, my friend. Over.
Okay, my opinion is too loud, way too loud, okay? So take it away from your mouth, back down your mic level, okay? Back down your mic level and take it away from your mouth. I take it you have a laptop I can hear the fan from your laptop coming through your audio, okay? So you may possibly need to get a separate fan underneath of your computer to calm down the fan that's existing, to keep it cool. But please move the microphone away from your mouth and back down on your mic level. QSL?
Okay, Roger. The mic level is now about 40% on the microphone. Microphone level is 40% because I see you in the room. I have a background, and maybe it's better now. Please give me QSL now.
Okay, unfortunately, no, it's not better. It's actually worse than what it was in the first place. So I don't know what microphone you're actually using, but it is picking up the fan in your computer very, very badly. It's got a real pitch noise in the background, and it is really coming across with your modulation. So that microphone is not very good at all. QSL?
Okay, Roger, copy. Okay, I will open now in the computer the sound system and make more down. Sorry. Thank you that you give me the resource, and I will try it out now because for the next contest I want to try it out. Okay. Thank you, Robert, that you let me come in. I will try with this, and I try also with my friend from Argentina, Lima Whiskey 6 Charlie, try something about this. And I listen in the background about you and your friends. Thank you so much. Good evening. And I listen in the group background. And nice to evening, nice to good morning for all friends here on the frequency. And this is 15 Hotel Sierra 1088. Andy from Switzerland. Stay in the background. Microphone back to you. Over.
Okay, QSL, with the noise that you have in the background sounds like you have a moped. It sounds like you have a slight moped noise in the background. That's what it sounds like from your computer, just to let you know. Go inside, turn it down a little bit more, and you may need to get further away from your laptop, because it sounds like you have a moped in the background. Pop, like that with the fan. But that was what your audio sounds like at the moment. We'll leave that with you, sir. And we'll mark you as listening in the background. And if you want to come back again, just come on back into the frequency, okay? 15 Hotel Sierra 1088. We will mark you accordingly. And now I will put the frequency back over to the controller, which is KJ7EXM. Go ahead, Sean.
Okay, thank you so much, Robert. Mike Zero Radio Charlie Kilo. KJ7EXM. I listen sometimes. Okay, sorry, I won't not disturb you. I only want to check it out. And we can make it later. Don't worry, I stay behind. Good luck for you, good evening, and I'll stay in the group, I stay behind. Thank you so much. 73, good luck for all patients here, and bye-bye.
I just want to ask you a quick question. Do you have the voice recorder? Do you have the voice recorder on your radio? Do you have the voice recorder on your radio?
Oh, I don't know. I will check now. I will check now in the computer in the voice recorder, and I want to move up. I want to try it. Later, maybe 10 minutes. We can try again. Okay, over.
Yeah, QSL, no problem at all, mate. You carry on, okay? Not a problem. Okay, KJ7EXM, Mike 0 RCK.
RCK, KJ7EXM. Yeah, sorry about that. I had to disappear for a second, but I heard what was going on. Go ahead.
QSL, he's got a bit of a problem with his microphone, so he's going to sort that out. The other guy is at a VPN, which is a big no-no. So I told him to turn that off before he started downloading Amsphere. Set his microphone within his computer for the time being. Come back, and then we can help him through. So so far, they're all listening in the background, doing what they have to do. One doing the microphone, the other one downloading the radio. So we're just listening out for them when they come back there, Sean. KJ7EXM. Microphone to you.
Oh, okay. I heard it as something else, but I wasn't really picking it out too well either. So a VPN, isn't that a security thingy?
Yeah, a VPN is a rolling IP, okay, like a private network, but it's a rolling IP. So basically, when you use a VPN, that VPN places them wherever they want to be placed in the world. So it's a rolling one, which is not really. How can I say it? People do use it, but it's not a favourite thing to use. It's a rolling IP.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah. Because I think I found it in the phone, and I remembered to turn it off because I didn't understand why it was there. So, okay, all right, yeah. So I know to tell people to turn that off. Okay, no problem.
Yeah, QSL, because the system will detect that and it won't let you download it. So that is what you've got to look out for. Okay, Sean, I'll let you roll on, and we'll keep an eye out for the other stations when they come back. Microphone to you, young lady.
M0RCK, KJ7EXM for ID, and this is the 2-meter health frequency on 145.5 on Hemisphere 5. If this is your first time being on here, it's okay. Come on in, join the fun. We'd love to hear you. If you're not sure how to communicate to us, the call signs that you were issued on here will do, or first name only. If you're not familiar with your call, that's okay. We'll get you acquainted with it. It's all right. If you've never dived into amateur radio before, this will kind of give you a good simulated heads up about what it looks and feels like. So it has a multitude of purposes, even to communicate all over the world. So this is a voice-type system, a voice-over internet IP. So it does not do RF to RF. So if anybody out there who is on amateur radio wondering, it does not do RF to RF, but still gets out all over the world, just the way it's built. And it is a very handy system. Some people use it to communicate all over the place, and some people have it as an alternative source or addition to whatever equipment they may already have. So if you are interested in this kind of thing, just check us out, see what we're about, and if you like it, you're more than welcome to register if you so desire. So check us out. It's 30 days trial, and take advantage of all the features as much as possible. It'll give you a heads up. You can even put it on your portable version, that being your phone. You may be on an Android or iPhone. You can put it on there. All you have to do is look in your version of the Play Store, type it in, Hemisphere 5, and you will find it. So this is KJ7EXM. I am standing by and listening. Wow, we have a good audience here because they love to listen. Well, we get that all here. We have people who listen and we have people who talk. So no matter which way they choose to go, they always get their info. So this is KJ7EXM, and I will also give you the heads up that you can also register through Hemisphere via the PC version as well. And so if you need a little help or assistance of figuring out where to go, just let me know, and I will gladly try to guide you through on that. Otherwise, it would be M0RPK, faster than I do. So 2 heads are sometimes better than 1, and so we've got lots of information here and plenty of people to give it to you. So please, don't be shy. Come on in. We'd love to hear you.
Right.
There, Mike Whiskey 7, Tango Victor Hotel, KJ7EXM. Come on in.
Actually, I hope you can hear me. I think it might be a bit too loud. QSL.
Yeah, I seem to hear you. So you're coming in loud there. 5 and 9. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm on the computer now. I've paid the subscription, and I'm using the radio on the PC.
There you go. Well, see, now that works. I'm glad that worked out for you and that you got it took care of. So welcome to this big hamster family, and welcome. I'm glad that worked out for you, QSL.
Yes, QSL. I just need to. How's the audio? Is my audio okay? Is it too loud or is it too okay?
Yeah, let me in, Sean.
Yeah, QSL. Did you wish to go back across to M0RCK? Because I can put him back on.
Yes.
Because I think you just said yes, so not sure. So M0RCK, do you want to go across? Because I do believe you were giving you the info on this. Do you want to go ahead?
Yeah, QSL there, Sean. No problem at all. Stand by for a minute. Mike Whiskey 7, Tango Victor Hotel. Right. What I want you to do, I want you to back your mic level down, okay? Back your mic level down. So mic level in the middle, just take it down a little bit more, QSL. No, you've turned it off now, you've turned it off. Bring it back up, Just a little bit at a time, okay? You've turned it right off now, so bring it to about 1:45. Okay, I want you to stop and listen to me now. Turn your Vox off, okay? You will see the VOX to the right-hand side. Turn that off. Turn your VOX off and just use your push to talk.
Right, how's that now? I think I've sorted it.
You don't have to shout. Just talk at a normal pace and you'll be okay, all right? Because that webcam in your system is very loud, okay? Just talk at a normal pace, all right?
Right, how's the audio now on that one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. QSL.
Yeah, that's much better. If you talk at that gentle pace, it's much better. I can hear you fine, okay? That will do until you get an headpiece microphone, all right? I can hear you, no problem. So you've paid your subscription, I noticed, so you're a full-time user now. So you got that through okay. That's all good. QSL?
Yeah, QSL. What was I going to say? What headset would you recommend?
Okay, anything that takes your fancy. It doesn't have to be expensive. It will work on the system, okay? Anything you want to get cheap as chips, it will work through the system. Either USB or mini jack, whatever your computer takes. QSL?
QSL. Thanks a lot for all your help anyway. I'm gonna go clear now. I'll get back to you again, mate. Thanks for everything. And 73s. I'm gonna work this out because obviously I've just got it on. Thanks very much, and you, Shard, for all your help. Much appreciated.
Okay, no, you don't have to work it out on your own. That's what I'm here for, as one of the administrators and an helper on the system. Questions, queries, we can guide you through, okay? Look on the front of your radio. You will see an help button there as well. Hotel Echo Lima Papa, okay? Open that up. That will give you a lowdown of all the system. It will give you a lowdown of that. When you log out of this system, the first window you will see where you've got your transceiver, okay? You will see down below there will be a short user's manual in that window as well that you can click on and you can read, okay? So what I want you to realise what this system is all about, okay? This is a virtual amateur radio system, voice over IP internet protocol, VoIP over internet. So this is a simulation of normal amateur radio. Like it would be a simulation of a cockpit of an aircraft, you will have everything familiar. You have 2 meter, 70 centimeters, 6 meters in full HF, from 10 meters to 160, fully propagational and conditional as the bands roll. You know about VOACAP. The VOACAP is a minute-to-minute propagational system. We are linked up to that minute-to-minute propagational system, okay? You have virtual antennas for 6 meters, and you also have virtual antennas for HF as well, okay? And this is a full module system. Modular system means you can edit your radio, you can design it the way you want to do it through the editing system. And if you want to do that, come back and ask us questions. We also have a full QSL management system where you can send and receive and do QSL cards as well. So I'm going to put the microphone back to you and ask me any questions you want to, okay? Mike Whiskey 6, Tango Victor Hotel. This is Mike 0, Radio Charlie Kilo.
Mike Radio, I tell you what, I struggled, right? I've got brain fog, I'm disabled, I've got a bad case of epilepsy, so I have trouble with remembering the call signs quickly. But other than that, the last thing you said was on the menu here, there's an out. You say out, and you click on that, and it's got a full instruction thing. Sorry, QSL.
Now, right, if you look on the front of your radio, go from the left-hand side where you got your main, then you have your logbook cluster, then you will, and your propagation. One to the very right, on the very end, you will see Hotel Echo Lima Papa, help, okay, help, as in call for help if you're in trouble. That is an help button. When you click on there and you open that up within the system, it will bring up a radio in there, and it will give you a listing. It's all numbered, tells you about the antenna selector, tells you about the rotator, frequencies, the kilohertz steps, S meter, all the information in there. Read that very thoroughly, okay? So now when you're in there, you read that. That will help you out to guide you through. When you log back out of this radio, the first window that you will see, it will say login, Amsphere Web Shop, Amsphere Transceiver, and Edit Transceiver on that one when you log out, okay? Down below in the window, you will see blue text in the window down below when you log out. And you will see it says Short Users Manual within that window as well. And you can read that as well, okay?
Yeah, QSL. I've just got it up now. Yeah, I'll have a read through that and get back to you. Yeah, I'm going to make a brew and that, and well, a cup of tea. Well, you're from the UK. What me on about? I'm getting all confused there. But yeah, it looks good. I'm glad I subscribed to it. Yeah, I'll have a good go. You know. I'll get the radio looking like I want it myself, you know, personalise it, yeah. But like I say, I'm going to give you 73 now. I'm going to get off. Probably work on it tomorrow because it's like 1:45 now, eh? But thanks for all your help, mate.
Yeah, no problem at all. The name's Robert. Radio Oscar Bravo, Echo Radio Tango. Call sign is M0RCK, and I'm down in Surrey, not too far away from the Farnborough Air Show Sandhurst Academy. So that's where I'm located, okay? We're here every day, 1600 hours UTC every day on the Amsphere 5 2-meter up group, okay? So we wish you a very good morning, sir. Welcome to the Amsphere program. I hope you enjoy it. Please come on down any time. I will put it to you for your final, and I will wish you 7-3. Mike Whiskey, 7 Tango Victor Hotel. This is Mike 0, Radio Charlie Kilo for your final, sir.
Right, Mike 0, Radio Charlie Kilo. I hope I've got that right, because I need to keep, like I say, I've got brain fog. But yeah, from Mike Whiskey 7, Tango Victor Hotel, yeah. I'll bid you 73s, and Sean, God bless, and take care, thanks for your help, and I'll probably have another chat with you tomorrow, Roger, QSL.
QSL is Robert, not Roger. Okay, I'll pass the microphone over to Sean. That is Sean in Seattle, Washington. She is my controller. And her call sign is Kilo Juliet 7, Echo X-Ray Mike. That is KJ7EXM. So I'll put her over to you to say your finals. Go ahead, Sean.
0RCK. Mike Whiskey 7, Tango Victor Hotel, KJ7EXM here. It's nice to hear you. Hope things work out for you. Just take your time with it, and you will be just fine. And it sounds like you're having fun already. So I will stand by for your final, and enjoy it, my friend. That's what it's there for. QSL?
QSL, Sean, like I say, thanks for all your help, and I'll probably have another chat with you tomorrow. And 73, and take care, and bid you farewell till tomorrow. All right.
QSL, my friend, you take care. 7-3. All right, folks, this is KJ7EXM. We are standing by and listening, so if you do need any help, assistance, or have an inquiry regarding any of the functions or features, please let us know. We will gladly assist you as the need arises. All you have to do is just come in with your call sign or first name only and let us know, and we will gladly do our best to answer your questions as they come up. So this is KJ7EXM, standing by and listening. Okay, nothing heard. Hey, M0RCK, it's almost 1 over there.
Yeah, QSL there, Sean. Yeah, it's 1:45, which is, well, reasonably early yet for me. You know what I mean, QSL?
I know, but I was just making sure that's what I was thinking it was, and it sounds like I'm getting better at it. Now that I'm filled in on a few things, and he's filled in on a few things, it sounds like he's going to have fun. And, I've got some perusing to do tonight before I start painting. But that painting should look good when I get it all done. I'm going to see about sticking some trees in it and whatnot. Try to make it look really nice so she has something pleasant for her wall. Do stuff.
Yeah, KJ7EXM. Yeah, it should look quite good by the time you finish it, Sean. Yeah, I've got to say, but they're, mate, you do a lot of them, and you put them out there and make them up as cards and all of that, people do look forward to getting them. But no, you've done well. You've done very, very well, Sean, helping a lot of people out there, and you've learned the new things that's going on out there, and you'll be able to, guide them out. And we've helped a few people tonight, which is very, very good. in that new station there, the MW. Well, the MW, the W is for Wales there, Sean. W is for Wales. So if you got his call sign there, it will say, it would be MW7. So that means here in the UK, he is a Mike 7, which he is an M7 licensed holder foundation. And the W stands for Wales, as in Wales, the country.
Okay, I was kind of wondering. That had my curiosity, but I didn't want to be rude. That sounds cool. So each area has it set a certain way with the call sign so that they can be identified a little bit different than what we have here, right? Is that about right? I could be wrong.
No, you are correct. It's the identifier. So the W for that in the identifier is for Wales, located in Wales. And if it was an MM7, that would be the M for Scotland, okay? M for Scotland. So if they had two M's, it would be MM7, which would indicate that they were in Scotland, but he'd still be holding an M7 call sign, QSL.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So if I remember what you told me, because if I ever moved any other place, I'd have to, start over. Well, hey, I could always try, but I'm patient. I got a lot of pennies I got to save back.
If you go and get your advanced license, Sean, right, your advanced license, then you'll get a certificate license. Now, when you come over here, if you did come over here and you had your advanced license from the US, then your license, being you hold a full license, it'll only be done with a full license, okay? Then they would swap you over from your full license, which is your advanced license, to a UK advanced license. So you would come over to the same group as me. You would get swapped over to an M0, okay? Owing that you would have the advanced license out there, QSL.
Oh, thank you for that little tip, because now that gives me a reason to practice the guess more, which I am still working on, QSL.
QSL, because your advanced license over in the UK is recognised, okay? Your advanced license is. So then they would, give you the license accordingly to over here to accordingly paramount with your call sign, okay? With your license group. So that's the way they would do it over here. So just to give you that lowdown there, Sean. So you wouldn't lose it. You would actually get the same grouping over here from our licensing body and swap it over, basically. That's what it would be. So there you go. That's the situation, Sean. But the identifiers within the UK, they're slightly different to what they would be like mine. Mine is an M0 locating me in London, in this area as the UK. And you would also get a 2E0, which is the intermediate license. So that also shows 2E, E for England, basically. So that would give you that sort of situation, corresponding with where you are. And the grouping of the license, how they work, is you have a foundation, an intermediate, and a full. The foundation is an M7, okay? That would be the foundation bottom license. The intermediate, which is a middle license, will be a 2E0. The full license, which is the advanced one, would be an M0, like mine. So we go up in three groups, QSL.
QSL, that makes sense. So the tech and general version here would mean I'd have to start over, but the extra, which would be kind of considered the advanced, would be the one. Oh, wow. Maybe I'm following you correctly here. I'm really going to have to work on my test.
Yeah, no, you just said exactly what you said there. So your bottom license there would be like your beginner's license, which you got here, the KJ7, and that would be like our M7 license over here, which is the foundation. Then if you went, I don't know whether you got two groups or three groups. So I think you got two grouping out there, where you would jump up from your foundation to your extra class. And if you get the extra class over there, it's my version of my advanced license over here, QSL.
Yes, QSL, I think I follow now. I believe it's Tech, General, Extra, and somebody said something about an advanced, but I think it's more the Extra anyway. So it might be just 3.
Okay, so you run up in 3s, okay, like ours here. So you get your bottom license, your middle license, and your extra, okay? The extra license is my license in your part of the world, okay? You would be in the same category as me, being a full license, so you would be an extra. So that will what it would be. It would be foundation, intermediate, and full over here. So, but yours would be the bottom license, and then the middle, and then the extra class. So it works on the same sort of grouping, but in a different way. But you would still be holding the equivalent to what I hold, QSL.
Okay, yeah, I'm following then. All right, definitely need to get my practice on. So it's a good thing I have the app available to me, because that's what I ended up grabbing, because the library books are not legible to me. Darn, it would cause me to use their visual text quite a bit. So I will get to practicing on that so I can get those done. But otherwise, yeah, I'm having fun doing what I'm doing on Hamster, and for right now, that's certainly good enough until I get the other 2 straightened out. At least with the tech license, I can get on some of the frequencies with the other radios with no problem. But it would be nice to have the other 2. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, QSL there, Sean. A little message from David. You know my brother David, you've spoken to him a few times. He said, do you still remember his call sign? Do you still remember my brother's call sign, David, QSL?
Believe I do. N0KWY. Hi.
Absolutely, Sean, spot on. You know what? You just proved me wrong, you did. Because he said, I'm sure she will remember it. He said, go and ask her whether she remembers it. And you did, so you proved me wrong, QSL.
Some things, but I do remember other stuff. Call signs seem to be one of them once I've got them stuck up there in my head. But, yeah, I haven't forgotten him. I just didn't leave him be because I figured he must be doing stuff. I knew he connected into our repeater once in a while, but I also knew that he had a schedule to keep and was doing stuff, so I didn't bug him too much. But whenever he wants me to, it's perfectly fine. I don't mind.
Yeah, QSL, well, you do remember it, Sean. Absolutely you do, yeah, KWY. And it's been a while since he's been on. He's still registered. We just haven't got another computer in the front room yet, and I've got to sort that out for him and download the new version and, you know, all that sort of stuff there, Sean. But, no, he's still registered. All these subscriptions paid up, you know, and it's all leveled out. I just got to get another computer for the front room, QSL.
QSL, that's understandable, and I'm patient. I have no problem with waiting. And so just so you know, David, yeah, I'm still here, haven't forgotten you. All you folks that are there in the house are pretty much family anyway, as far as I'm concerned, so you guys are cool.
Yeah, QSL there, Sean, no problem at all. Hold on a minute, Sean. I'm just going to do something quickly. Yeah, Dave, just down there. Just down there very quickly. I'm just talking to the microphone. Go on. Just say hello to her. Go on.
Hello, Sean, KJ787. All right, Sean, how are you?
I'm doing fine. I hope you're doing good as well. Sounds like you're happy as all get out and still listening to the radios and stuff. That's good. I hope you've been doing well yourself.
Yeah, KJ7SM M0KWY returning. Yeah, it's all right, yeah. Yeah, no, I'm still doing okay anyway, still using the normal radios, and I don't know if you use yours or not, Shin, whether you use your new HF radio or not out there, but 10 metres has been very active lately for your part of the world, because I spoke to a station on normal HF out in your location, Shin, KJ7EXM0KWY.
Yeah, QSL. I do still have the HF radio here, and it's sitting underneath the 8900R. A beautiful. I accidentally won it the other summer, and so I have a beautiful 710A's radio sitting here on the desk. I do believe I can access 10 meters on there. All I need is a band number to go to, and I could probably meet you there. If the signal comes in good, maybe I might hear you someday. It's possible, QSL.
Yeah, KJ7EXM0KWY returning. Yeah, this is it, Shin. Well, your antenna for your 8900, that covers a 10-metre band as well, so you could use that as well if you wanted to. You know, you could use that antenna for 10 metres, and it has been wide open just lately, so, and I hope you enjoy your new radio there, Shin, the HF one. I don't know if have you tried it, Shin, KJ7EXM0KWY?
I have. I've been mostly using it with 6 meters at the moment, since I got invited there on occasion to listen in on conversations there and sometimes take part. 10, I have not hit on too much for accidental fear of being on a frequency I wasn't supposed to be on. So everybody over here pretty much knows I won't go to someplace that is not for me to be to yet. But if I accidentally get invited to one and I am sitting there on a frequency hearing it, yeah, you might hear me in there, but as long as it's one I can be on for my current license at the moment. But I have been being careful on it because I know that some I cannot go on at this time. I also found a few surprises with that radio I never counted on, but it's a pretty nice setup.
Yeah, KJ7EXM0KWY returning. Yes, it is. They're nice. It's a nice radio you got there. Yeah, and 6 metres. Yes, 6 metres is very good band anyway. When the bands are running anyway, because I use it over here occasionally. It's what you call the magic band when it's working. That is. But at the moment, it's not. At the moment, it's not working at the moment. But it does, you know, when the bands are running and that. But like I said, 10 metres is okay, Sin, anyway, and a lot of the other bands. But of course, you're limited to what bands you can use out there with your license anyway. So, but it doesn't matter anyway. When you get yourself sorted out, you know, I might hear you on the proper HF when you get your next license. But you can, I'm sure you can use certain bands on 10 metres anyway. Shin. KJ7EXM0KWY. Yeah, KJ7EXM M0RCK. Where'd you go to, Sean? You jumped. Yeah, Sean, KJ7EXM, Mike 0, RCK. Standing by for you, Sean.
Okay, we'll have to stand by and wait for Sean to come back. But folks, if you were listening out there, that was my brother. He is registered with the system, and I'm an administrator, so I can allow him to come in and use his call sign under my supervision, on this frequency as a test purpose only, so he can talk to any station. So if you wonder who that was my brother David, M0KWY. So as I said to you, I've spoken to a lot of people out there and said, I've told you who he is. Now you've actually heard him on the system. And we will get him back on the system a little bit later on after Christmas. We will sort him out and get him back on the radio so he can come and attend these groups. Okay, KJ7 EXM.
Yeah, KJ7 EXM. I must have gotten a little too loud and it just went, that was it. I think I stopped at, I normally sit on 52870, but that's on 6 meters, but if I get in, and I would definitely sit on whatever frequency they were on until somebody... So I probably didn't finish that sentence when I got loaded. And it might be because I was a little...
The station keying up here, the station keying up. Please stop keying up, okay? 18 Hotel Sierra 2991. You don't key over the frequency and you don't shout, okay? Be very careful. You're shouting over a from-going QSO. Turn your microphone down. Come in with your name and your location. Turn your microphone down. My name is Robert. Radio Oscar Bravo, Echo Radio Tango in the United Kingdom, the UK. So please back down your microphone, come on in and tell me your location and your name. 18 Hotel Sierra 2991. This is M0RCK. One more call out there for that station. 18 Hotel Sierra 2991. This is Mike Zero, Radio Charlie Kilo. We are standing by for you, sir. If you're not used to the system, just come on in with your name and location. We are here to help you. But please do not call over a frequency when you hear people talking. That is not the proper way to do it. So if you want to come on in, we can help you and guide you through the AmSphere program. 18 Hotel Sierra 2991. We are standing by for you. Okay, nothing heard, so we'll come back over to you, Sean, KJ7EXM, M0RCK. So I thought I'd let David have a quick word, would you? Because he hasn't been on here for a while. He wanted to say hello, so I put the microphone to him. And as I said, if anybody is listening out there, I can do this because I am one of the administrators, and this is the frequency that I run to help people on. So I can let him come over and say hello with my supervision. QSL.
Yep, sure. It's perfectly reasonable, as then you know what's going on with your rig as you need it. I've dimmed my voice down a little bit, so hopefully we won't have the issue again. Apparently my microphone might be picking me up just a little too much, and that might have been why I went off. But otherwise, I hope you copied what I said. The other thing is that the Diamond is running on the HF radio. The 8900 is currently sitting on the J pole. So we put the Diamond on the back of the HF radio to keep the SWRs down some. So we were able to tune that to a safe range for 6 meters so far. 10, kind of okay, but I wouldn't want to key up for too long.
Yeah, QSL. No, the diamond would be perfect with 6 meters, not a problem at all. You know, but 10 meters, it's pushing it. 10 meters, I wouldn't be using a little diamond antenna on that, to be honest. Not on that side of it. So, but later on, when you get yourself sorted out, Sean, and then you can get yourself a different antenna for the ATF side of it. You know, 10 meters and upwards once you've got your license to correspond with the bands that you can use. QSL.
Yeah, the reason we did it that way is because I am kind of stealthing these in the flower box right now, so that's why I just settled for that for the time being. I know this radio should use something maybe a little bigger, so hopefully when I get squared away, I'll be able to find some place that will let me put something up a little bit bigger, and then be able to keep the SWRs down for the other bands. So that is the plan later on in the future. I just don't want to fry this puppy at all. So I've been very careful with it. And it's pretty cool to look at, too.
Oh, yeah, QSL, yeah, it's a nice radio. They're nice radios to look at. They are very good. And you were fortunate to win it, Sean. You know, in the raffle like that. It's a lovely bit of kit. It really is. But, yeah, no, just be careful with the other side. Wait until you get yourself sorted out and you're all good. Okay, Sean, I'm going to put the mic to you and you can carry on. And what's the time here now? Nearly 10 past time over there. 10 past, nearly 10 past 5 in the afternoon, in the evening.
I think it might be 5:08, yeah.
Yeah, QSL. Well, it's only early here at the moment. We'll do a little bit more, Sean, and see where we go from there, okay? So we'll put a little bit more information out there, do a few calls, and if nobody else comes in, then we'll see where we go from there, okay?
Yeah, QSL forgot earlier. I didn't realize I was that loud. I just thought I was doing normal voice. My hearing aids need tuning again. But I didn't think the microphone would up and do that, but next thing I knew, I was gone. Okay, not a problem. You want me to go ahead and continue?
Yeah, well, if you're okay with that, Sean, carry on.
USFK, and it is nice to hear the rest of the family in the back there, so that was pretty cool. So this is KJ7EXM. This is the 2 meter help group frequency on 145.5 on Hamster 5. That's a lot of 5s. So this is KJ7EXM. If you do wish to come in and have a nice chat, maybe talk about your day, get a weather report, signal report, find out about some of the functions and features of Hamster 5, you can certainly do so. Maybe about the portable version as well. You can certainly come on in and inquire on anything that happens to catch your attention that you kind of need some information on. Please come on in, let us know what it is, and we will gladly guide you in the correct direction. Anything that goes more complicated, however, I will port them over to M0RCK. He's the main net group controller here. And so whatever I don't know, I put it to him. So maybe it might also be because I don't want to get you confused on the information as well. So that's what will happen. So there's generally 2 of us floating around because I can't run here unless he's here. So that's why. If you have questions, inquiries regards any of the rules, conduct, band plans, Q-code lists, and phonetics, or anything else that you might find handy to you, such as them being in the manual, and you want to know where that is, I can certainly direct you to the right place to go and read that as well. If you are first-timers, it wouldn't hurt to read that because it may help you along into becoming a good operator on this system. This is KJ7ESM, standing by and listening. Okay, good. Well, those of you who are on the PC or portable version, such as a phone, like an Android or iPhone, I am going to give a tidbit because when it gets this quiet, it turns into tidbit time and or tidbit marathon. It's kind of up to you. We let you decide. If you have questions, just come on in between the gaps, let me know, and I will gladly answer you and as best I can. So this is KJ7EXM for ID, and here is the first tidbit. For those of you who are on the portable version, such as a Android or iPhone, if you are listening to me right now, you can certainly have fun with some of these front controls. Other than the PWR, and don't touch that because then you'll lose me, there is a couple of controls I can give you that might be handy to you. However, the main one is probably going to be in number 2. Pound or asterisk key plus number 2 will get you into the TX power controls. Controls can be adjusted according to how someone else says you sound, whether it's too high or too low. So somewhere in between is probably where you're going to want it, because if you turn it up too high, you're going to be too loud, and if you turn it too low, you'll not be heard. So best idea would probably be to put it somewhere in the middle so you can absolutely be heard, and then your power kind of, well, it won't make too much difference, but it will a little bit. It depends on where you're at and what part of the world you're in. So if you are not being heard at all and you've managed to put the control almost all the way up and someone says you sound close to 5 and 9, that's probably where you're going to end up wanting to leave it. Again, it depends on what area you're in and what the conditions are and if you can be heard. So if someone says you're a little too high, that's okay. Put it down a little bit. If someone says you're too low, kind of jack it somewhere in between and you should be okay. So it's kind of a give and take. Just play it by ear, and whatever you hear, memorize where you put it. Once you get out of that by pressing the pound asterisk key, then all you have to do is just go back to the main part of the screen and you will be fine. Same thing with the iPhone. It should be about near the same. Follow the necessary steps that someone may have told you on the iPhone and you should be okay. In this case, I know the Android, but not so much the iPhone. I'm probably going to have to play with one to make sure that I'm giving you the correct information, but it should be about close. So those of you who are listening, if you're having fun with the portable version, then obviously we're doing something right. And if you are hearing us, then please enjoy, because that's what it's there for. Same thing for you on the PC version. If you're having fun and you're being heard, then obviously you should be okay in being heard. Just be patient with yourself and the equipment, and you will have an easier time using either system. Or either device, I should say. This is KJ7EXM, standing by and listening. Wow, it's a pretty quiet audience today in RCK, so I'll try to give it another couple calls, and we'll see what we're going to do from there. So this is KJ7EXM. This is the 2-meter health frequency on 145.5 on Hemisphere 5. If you do wish to come into the frequency, please come on in. Let me know your call sign or first name only, and I will gladly answer your questions if you have any. If you just wish to come in and say hello, that's okay too. I'd appreciate it because it just tells me people are having fun using the system, and that's the whole idea. Get out there, communicate, and enjoy it. That's why it's here. It's a good, interesting source of communication. It is not RF to RF, but it is voice, and so therefore it still gets out all over the world, just the way it is set up. And the way it's set up is very handy. It is a module-type system. You can either leave it in the basics, or when you've gotten used to it after a while, maybe you might want to add on to it. You can certainly do that as well. And there's ways about going about that to where you can put handy modules on if you so wish. Just remember to really have super amounts of patience with it so that you can put it together, because if it isn't there, you're going to be frustrated, and that's the last thing we want. So just be patient with yourself and the rig. You will have no problem putting it the way you wish, or just leaving it in the basics. Some people who come here, they leave it just the way it is, and they're perfectly fine with that. So no matter which way you choose to use Hamster, as long as you have fun using it, that's what counts. We also have people in here who use it as an alternative form of communication because they either have equipment but they can't put the antenna on the roof for some reason, or maybe they live in an HOA, then they use this as an alternative way of communicating other than on the equipment. And so we have people who either don't have any or they do, and either way, we have many people on here who use Hamster. So you're not alone, and please don't be afraid to key up. Come on in, let us know you're there. We'll gladly guide you through if you need it.
Okay, this is 15 Hotel Sierra 1088 QSL.
15 Sierra 1088 KJ7EXN. Come on in.
Oh, very good morning here from Switzerland. This is 15 Hotel Sierra 1088. Very good morning, Sean. I listen behind, and I want to know about my modulation here. I try out my microphone here on the hand here, and I see here now maybe around 1 year, and make some contests, and I want to prepare my equipment for the next contest, and want to try out my new microphone on the laptop. So a very good morning to you. The name here is Andy, Alpha November Delta Yankee, and I stay here in Switzerland on the border, across to the border, Germany and Austria, and the report is 10.5 and 9, no problem, we're on 2 meters, and microphone back to you. KJ7EXN, this is 15 Hotel Sierra 1088, over.
Yes, you, my friend. It's definitely picking up things, including your voice, and it has a 5.9-like quality. And because I am also hearing one other thing, it's not quite 5.9, it's more like 5.5 on the background thing that's going on. So I think I'm picking up your fan. But you sound like 5.9, so you sound all right. But I do hear the fan, and I'm thinking that's what that is. You sound great, and I hope you enjoy Hamster QSL.
Okay, Roger, thank you. Okay, yeah, the 5.9 is normally here on the 2 meters, I think so. Because I want to try out now the microphone. Sorry. And Robert helped me a long time about the equipment, how to use the hand here and the other thing. And very, very nice, and I'm very glad to meet you here on the frequency. And I listen on the background every time and to check it out here. I have also SDR behind, I have 2 monitors. And so the hand here is in this moment the only one where we can talk anything. Yes. Thank you so much for the nice contact, and I will log in the QSL with you from KJ7EXN. This is 15 Hotel Sierra 1088. Microphone back to you, over.
Hello,
Yes,
how are
you and my
you?
friend, and it was a pleasure to hear you as well, and I hope you enjoy Hamster. That's what it's here for, to be something useful to everybody, and so I hope you have a good time communicating with others on it. Before you up and take off, what I'm going to do, hold on a second, 151 Hotel Sierra 3546, stand by. I do see you there, hold on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you over to M0RCK in case you want to circle across to him. That way he can also tell you what he's hearing. Since he works with you regards the microphones, he knows those a lot more than I do. So M0RCK, KJ7ESM, would you like to go across?
Yeah, QSL there, Sean, no problem at all. The other station, please stand by, do not tee up. The other station on the frequency, stand by, okay? All other stations, stand by. Right, Andy, 15 Hotel Sierra 1088. Your audio sounds much better. Your microphone's much better than what it was in the first place, but you've still got a fan noise from your laptop, okay? That's the only thing that is into your background. Otherwise, if you didn't have the fan in the background that's causing that interference behind your audio, you would be good. QSL?
Okay, Roger. Thank you, Robert. Thank you for the nice report. Okay, thank you for our station that you copy me and give me a nice report. I will check it out now later, and I will go to other frequency and to try maybe to my friend University 6 Delta Charlie. We want to try it out, maybe on the other band. Thank you so much that you can help me anytime. You help me first time also about my course. I got anything. Okay, I stay behind. Thank you. Good luck for you. I stay behind, and I give all 73 for all stations here to stay on the frequency. And I stay behind. Don't worry. Also 73 saw 88 37 EXM and Robert Mike 0 Radio Charlie Kilo. This station here, Andy 1540 Sierra 1088. Stay behind, say thank you, and stay in the background. Over.
Okay, Andy. The only thing that I want you to try and sort out, Andy, your audio is good, but you need to get rid of that fan noise, Andy, okay? Because the fan noise is in behind your audio, which you're not normally got a fan noise. Okay, Andy, we will leave that with you, mate, and I will pass the frequency back over to Sean to bring the other station in. So 15 Hotel Sierra 1088. Always a pleasure, Andy, and 73 for now, mate. Okay, Sean, KJ7EXM. Microphone back to you to bring the other station in.
So, again, my microphone's giving me issues here. Not a problem, M0RCK. I do believe that other caller is still here. So let me get to the call sign here. I believe it was a long string. 151 Hotel Sierra 3546 KJ7ESM. Would you like to come in? One Hotel Sierra 3456, I think it was. This is KJ7EXM. If you'd like to come into the frequency, 3546. If you want to come into the frequency, I can certainly bring you in. If you are still here, come on in. Hotel Sierra 3546, stages 7 ESM. I'm not sure to say, but I think they may have moved, because I'm getting no response. But that's okay. We can always have hear them later. They'll probably end up coming back. See what.
Yeah, QSL, yeah, he has moved, Sean. He has moved, so don't worry about it. Carry on, he has moved up the band.
Well, I'm not surprised, because once they get on here, they start looking around, and then they realize they're having a lot of fun, and then they end up coming back here. And then they want little tidbits. So that's okay. That's perfectly fine. This is KJ7EXM. This is the 2-meter help-through frequency on 145.5. It's also a good place to come on in and chat if you want. Maybe find out about the weather, get a signal report, find out about your day, these kinds of things. As long as it's clean for general audience, we can certainly go there. And hey, it would be nice to hear you. And if you have questions regarding anything involving hamster, please don't hesitate to ask, as I will gladly help you where I can possibly give you the information to it, such as the rules, conduct, band plans, Q code list, phonetics, maybe on the portable version, such as the phone or iPhone. Maybe you have an Android or an iPhone in your hot little hand. Then obviously you will also have fun on that as well. So if you need any little tips and tricks on that as well, we can certainly guide you through on the necessary information that you request, and we will go from there. So this is KJ7EXM. I am standing by and listening. Okay, go ahead and do another call, and then we'll just go from there. So this is KJ7EXM. This is the 2-meter help-through frequency on 145.5. If you are someone who wishes to come into Hamster on this frequency and you need a little help or assistance, then this is the right place to come to. This is going to be generally the first frequency you end up coming to if you're on the portable version. The PC version tends to do the same thing unless you have it somewhere else. Then it will accidentally jump to 17 for some reason. That's the scoop there. So when in doubt, you need help or need some information, come down to 2 meters on the PC version or laptop, and let us know that you need a little help and assistance. There's always somebody floating around on here that can give you a little bit of a hand if you need it. And just let us know what the issue is. Maybe it might be about some of the buttons and features, maybe where to find the user's manual. I can certainly tell you where that is in a minute. And maybe about some of the other things that you could read here. If those of you who like being a bookworm, this is right up your alley, because if you're an avid bookworm, we got plenty of things on here that you could possibly read. Hamster.com has plenty of wonderful information that you can read at any time you wish, whenever you wish. Same thing with the user's manual. And those of you who are first-timers, we do encourage you to read the manual, but it is up to you. It may have some things in there that could help make you a really good operator, so that way you can run out there and have fun with everybody else who's using the system as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stand by, see if anybody wishes to come in. All I need is a call sign or a first name, and we'll just go from there. If not, then I will give that tidbit where that user's manual is for anyone who likes being a bookworm. Okay, so here is where you can find the user's manual. For those of you who are on the PC version, you are going to find it on the front of your rig. Just before you log into it, you're going to find this square. So when you hit the login, it's going to probably come up with this big square, and that's where it's going to be, is a couple of sentences down in blue. All that other material there is also reading material, and you can read all of those things whenever you wish, when you wish, at your own time and pace at home. So it's all there. And so the one called User's Manual is the one where will have the rules, conduct, band plans, cue codes, lists, phonetics, and anything else you need to help you to run smoothly on the system, just like anyone else who's here. And that would be a handy thing to read, as it would help you to be a smoother operator on the system. Everybody can access it, no matter if they are new or usual. They can certainly partake in reading it whenever they wish, maybe just to refresh their memories or to get used to the system if they've never been on it before. So that manual is there if you wish to read it, and it's certainly handy. And I emphasize those two words because it is good to read it and it is handy. So there you go on that. For those of you who are on the portable side, you can go to hamsphere.com and read any of the information that may be posted up there, and you'll be able to follow the necessary spots to read the material there as well, I believe. With the front page, it tends to change on occasion, so do take in mind that my answer on that part might not always be the same. Just look around, see if you can find it. If not, someone will have something posted on there somewhere regards some of the stuff that we bring up in the manual. So don't knock it till you at least look. There's always that possibility. If in question that you are still puzzled about what to read or where, please come back to us. Let us know that you were having a little trouble finding it that way, and we will point you in the right direction. Otherwise, the user's manual is there. It's just a matter of finding it there. So if you have questions, please don't hesitate to ask. That's what we're here for. KJ7EXM, standing by and listening. Okay. Wow. Yeah, as long as you're all having fun and enjoying it about as much as I do, then obviously I must be doing something right. Granted, I'm not perfect, and I do the can't get my tongue straight today. I do the best I can, but I always make sure you have the right info, because I don't want you to be confused or anything. So if you ever feel like something's not quite clear enough, please come in, let me know, and I will gladly clarify. Since it's this quiet, maybe another tidbit probably wouldn't hurt. I guess I can scrounge up one more, because I don't want to overload anyone, but just so you know, Hamsphere is a very good system to use, whether it be on the portable side or the PC side. So gearing up onto the PC side, I will say that on the PC side, it is handy as well. And you have a nice big rig there in front of you. Just take your time studying it and looking at the controls and fiddling with a few. But if you really want to get a good communication on it, just remember to also use the ears, listen. It's okay. Be patient with yourself and your rig, and you will have no problem hearing contacts on there. It does take a little patience when you're trying to go to the HF side of it, but it is handy. So those of you who are on Hamster, welcome. Those of you who just came in today and registered, welcome. And we hope you enjoy it. Just remember, we're always here. If you need a little help and assistance, this is what we're here for. It's a good place to come to and have fun and enjoy a good conversation with others. This is KJ7EXM, and I am standing by and listening. Oh, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see what M0RCK wants to do, and then we'll just go from there, because it does sound pretty quiet. So we'll see what M0RCK wants to do. M0RCK, KJ7EXM. Seems like everybody's on the system having fun or doing things. What would you like to do at this point? Because I think it's gone pretty quiet.
QSL there, Sean. Well, we'll run up until 2 o'clock, okay? Which would be, 6 o'clock your time out there? We'll run up until then and still go, and then we'll shut it down after that, okay? Because normally I hang around because people come in, a little bit later. So we will still carry on putting information out there. Put the rules and regulations out there, Sean. And then we go from there, And then probably a little bit more information on the mobile for the audio and microphone and all that, So we'll keep going until then to give people a chance because of the time zone. QSL?
Yep, not a problem. We'll go ahead and explain that rules and conduct as if that one is important. And one item is hot potato anyway, as it's coming down to the wire now. So, folks, I know that I may bring it up quite a bit, but because of certain things going on right now in the world, especially over here in the U.S. side, I do wish to emphasize that there is at least 3 to 4 of these rules that I do ask that people try to pay attention to. And if you wish to read them when you have the time, you can certainly do so. The user's manual has in it an item called Rules and Conduct. And I ask people to read this as it is very important. It is the same rules and conducts that are used on amateur radio. We use the same ones here as they do on amateur radio. And it helps make communication easier and cleaner. So to put it mildly, without being offending, these rules and conducts make communication a lot better so that everybody has a chance of communicating with everyone else. So we do ask that people please pay attention to them as they are important. Please no swearing. That is definitely a no-no. Although I do tend to ground myself when I think I might have done it, that doesn't mean everybody will. So if a moderator catches you at it, there's nothing I can do. You stand the risk of losing your hamster if it is kept up or antics are played on the radio too much. Then you stand the risk of being caught by a moderator and being called out on it. That's not being mean. It's just to make it fair for everybody to have an equal chance to communicate. You can read that one at your own time and pace if you wish. Same thing with the no religion, as not everybody is going to agree on the same subject matter there. And the most biggest one right now I would really please ask people to pay attention to, please no politics. If you can help it, try to avoid it. It is considered red alert hot potato. The reason I say red alert It's because right now it's down to the wire, and people have a tendency to get a little heated depending on the subject matter in that area. Please, if you can, avoid this subject altogether. What you do off the radio on your own time is perfectly up to you. But on this radio, please be respectful and mindful of others, as not everybody is going to agree on the same thing. So we please ask that you also try to avoid this subject. We don't want to have to break up a big puppy pile. Unfortunately, the moderators are the ones that would have to do that. So if you get caught out, I did warn you. So this is KJ7EXM. This is the 2-meter Helper frequency on 145.5. If you wish to read all that lovely, wonderful material that Hamster has, you can certainly do so, either on hamster.com if you're on the portable, or on the user's manual, which is located at the front of your rig before you fully log in. It will be in there about a couple of sentences down in blue. All the other stuff that is there is also readable material you can use to make yourself a better operator if you so desire. You may even have some tips and tricks hiding in there too. So there's that possibility. This is KJ7EXM, and I am standing by and listening. Okay, heard. Well, that's okay, because we have lots of people who come in and use this system all the time, and some come in eventually. So this is KJ7EXM, and I am here. If you need a little help or assistance, you are certainly more than welcome to come on in with your call sign or first name only, and I will gladly guide you through on what information you wish to obtain. Maybe an answer to some of the functions and features, how Hamster works, where are the manuals, what does Hamster accomplish? Well, it gets out all over the world, that's for sure. So if you do wish to come in and have a nice chat as well, you can certainly do that. Sometimes we talk about our day here, weather reports, signal reports, what we're doing on our local equipment, sometimes just what we're cooking in the house. In my case, sometimes I try not to burn dinner, but my neighbors do a good job of that. As every few days, the fire alarm seems to go off. And so we do get to talking about food here, and sometimes it's about what we're doing out in the yard or something else. So as long as the subject matter is clean, we can certainly go there. And if you just wish to come in because you're a little shy and maybe not sure how to respond back, it's okay. Come on in, and I will help guide you through on how to make your response so that you can communicate just as much as the next person here. This is KJ7EXM, and I am standing by and listening. Wow, I'm amazed. Well, it's almost there for the time. But before I end up having to go and for MDRCK to be doing stuff, we're giving you that opportunity to have a chance to come on in. So if you want to come on in, maybe talk and have a nice conversation or get a question with an answer for it, not a problem. Just come on in and let us know what your question is, and we will happily answer your questions to the best of our ability. Maybe it might be about some of the controls and features, and it might be about how this system works, and it could be about the manuals, where to find them, the logbook, how to read the propagation map. I guess that's what you call it, because to me it has colors on it, and I can tell by color what's going on. But some people have it, some people don't. But if you want some of these modules that you have been hearing about, you can also get them from your local hamster web shop, and that is something I will gear on here in just a moment, because that one I have to be careful about explaining, simply because it has some nice, fun things in there. And so if you really are someone who wants to just kind of improve your rig some, you can certainly do so, although some people leave it in the basics, and that's perfectly fine. So I'm going to pause briefly and see if anybody wishes to come in, and if not, I will explain what the Hamster Web Shop is all about. And I'll try to get it as short as I can get it. Okay, there. Alrighty, well that's okay. If you key up somewhere in between and I happen to see it, then I am going to make sure to answer you. So I may pause what I say in order to answer a call. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. Okay. So, Hamster Web Shop is handy. It has all kinds of things in there that you might even enjoy, or otherwise just curious and want to look at it. It is certainly there for anyone to peruse. And so the Hamster Web Shop, you have two ways you can kind of use it. You can either be on here on the PC laptop side and use the Hamster Web Shop, or you can use it on the portable side as well. Just remember, there is a big difference between the two platforms, as the portable version is built just a little bit different in order to handle a cell phone display. So it is going to look a little bit different, but it functions the same way as the PC version does, pretty much. So in that order, I will say that anyone who wants to get into the web shop can do so. Follow the necessary steps to get into the web shop, and you will be able to go in there and peruse the shop at your leisure and enjoy it. Just remember that the steps to using it, when you want to get anything out of there, is going to have to be with getting the hamster credits first before you up and try to get the item. Otherwise, the system gets confused and doesn't know what to do. My basics is because I almost accidentally did it that way, and I thought doing it the other way was okay. Turned out, no, it takes a little longer. So to keep it from having a hiccup, your best bet is, if you're in the web shop, you see something you want, calculate how much it is, then turn around, go get your hamster credits first. So anything you're thinking about grabbing right now, write it down on a piece of paper with a pen or pencil, and then calculate what you want, what the item is, and then turn around and go in to Hamster Web Shop, get the hamster credits first. So where it says hamster credits, go in there, click on that, and then down that list, pick the one that will work for what you have in mind to go and grab. So if you have a total of however many items you have, then take that total and match it up with one that you think will work for what you have in mind. If it comes just a little above that, don't worry about it. It'll just stay in your, it will stay in your account until you choose to either add to it or use it up. It does not transfer anywhere else. It stays right there on your account. It only covers for the items you're trying to get. So once this is done, put that into your cart. Okay, and pay for those first using the method that it gives you to do so. And then once this is done, go back out, let it sit for maybe a few minutes, and then turn around and go back in, go into the Hamster web shop, pick the items you have on your little list, and then once you've got them in there, turn around and put them into checkout. Once you're in checkout, go to the left-hand side. Look for a little circle. That circle should have a word next to it that says, use Hamster credits, ? Then what you do is you take your mouse cursor and click on that little circle. Click on that little circle, otherwise it doesn't know what to do. It will become confused if you don't. Once that is done, go to fully checking out like you normally do, and then it will tell the system to use those credits that you tallied up. Anything left over will stay on the system until you choose to either use up the rest, or it'll sit there until you decide to add on to it. So it doesn't change over anywhere else, it stays right there. So any items you get, your Hamster credits will cover the cost of those items. It's basically like a money exchange. You're instead of using the whatever format you would normally use, it's taking and telling the system, no, use it in this form. And so that's kind of what it's doing. And so you're kind of doing the same thing as if you were doing an exchange or something. Kind of similar. But that's how that works. Just remember that once you have decided on this and you go through this step, make sure it's the items that you want for your PC version, because anything for the PC version is going to stay with the PC version, and it'll also stay for your laptop as well, because it uses the same version for the PC. And anything that is for the portable is going to stay with the portable. You can't interchange the two because it doesn't work that way. So that is the best way I can explain it. If you have questions or inquiries regarding what I brought up, you are more than welcome to come on in anytime and ask questions on these, and I will gladly guide you through the best I can on these things that I just mentioned. So that is the Hamster web shop. Just remember to have patience in there. It'll run a lot easier for you that way. And just remember, that little dot's going to be a little on the small side, so you do have to kind of look for it on the left, and always get that before you fully check out, or the system will get confused, and then you're ending up putting in a ticket to let them know that I made a boo-boo. So if you keep from making a mistake, just remember to always get that little dot. That way you don't have that issue. This is KJ7EXM. That is my biggest tidbit. I hope you enjoy. And for those of you who are listening, if you do wish to come in, I am standing by and listening. Say something funny, but I'm not going to, because I know these words mean something, so I will just shut my mouth there, because I know when to pull a funny and when not to, so I already know what that one means, and that one's on a different frequency, so I know that one is probably a net going on. So this is KJ7EXM. And I am standing by and listening. If you wish to come into the frequency, all I need is a call sign or first name only, and I will gladly answer your questions as they arise. Maybe you just want to come in and talk about your day, get a weather report, signal report. You can certainly do that as well. If the subject matter is clean and for a general audience, we can go on to other subjects as well, such as how your day is doing, maybe about your radio equipment, that kind of thing. And we can certainly talk about that, as we sometimes get on the subject of food here as well, or critters. And because I like the critters that are over there in the UK, because the critters that are on a friend of mine's chair right now is certainly having fun sleeping on chair. So this is KJ7EXM. If you want to come on in, all I need is a call sign or first name only, and we can go from there. Oh, wow. I guess I could try to figure out one more tidbit. What other tidbit have I not given? Well, the portable version is good. It's a handy device to have. So those of you who are on the Android or iPhone, you can certainly put Hamster 5 on your phone if you so wish. And it is in the Play Store, or in the case of the iPhone, a version of the Play Store, and you can just type in Hamster 5, and a little square will come up that's orange with a dark number 5 in it. That'll be Hamster 5. Just click Install. It'll install it onto your phone's system, and then once that is done, you can put in your necessary details that you've possibly registered with, and you can certainly pop it into your device there, and it will start to run. If this is your first time and you've never done it before, you are probably on the trial version. Take advantage of that trial version while you can, because it is 30 days, and unless I get told otherwise, it is 30 days. So if you do like the portable version, you can certainly use it and enjoy as much as anyone else. And if you decide to register, follow the necessary prompts when it's time, or if you do wish to do it before it comes up to that point, you can certainly do that as well if you wish. But just follow the necessary prompts to register and go from there. If you have any questions or inquiries regards this, maybe you're just not sure whether you should take the plunge, ask us before you run out of your trial period, and we will make sure to guide you in the right direction before you disappear. That I can tell you there. So, hey, we'd love to hear you, and I'm sure you want to hear us. I'd love to hear about your day, signal report, and other things, so you never know. Oh, wait a minute. We do have, nope, that one's on another frequency. So if someone is there, all I need you to do is just come in between the gap, and I will more than happily answer your questions as they come up. Well, it is time for me to do what I call split. So I am going to have to go so I can cook my dinner. But those of you who are here, thank you for hearing me out. And if you ever have any questions or inquiries, the next time I come back in, I will be more than happy to try to do the best I can to answer your questions as they arise. In the meantime, please enjoy Hamster. That is what it's here for, and we hope you enjoy. At this time, I am going to put the mic back to M0RCK, and we will just go from there. M0RCK, KJ7EXM, mic is yours.
Okay, Sean, KJ7EXM, M0RCK. No problem, Sean. Well, thanks for doing that. You've done it very well. I'll probably be here for about another 5-10 minutes or so, and then I will be closing it down myself. So, okay, Sean, we will catch you tomorrow. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for holding the frequency and doing all the things. You know, I always look forward to being here. So, hopefully, you can make it back again tomorrow, and we will do the same thing again.
Try to do the best I can to get in here in a few hours, and not a problem. And have fun there, M0RCK. Yeah, I already said it, didn't I? I had fun, and the rest of you take care back there. QSL.
Okay, no problem at all, Sean. God bless and be safe out there. David says good night to all stations out there. KJ7 will be going QRT for the evening, but I will still be here listening for a little while. Not a lot longer, but a little while. So, okay, Sean, catch you later.
QSL, okay. And to the rest of the family back there, I'm waving a hand at you. KJ7 ESM. Clear. 7-3.
Yeah, no problem, Sean. 7-3, mate. You take care. This is Mike 0, Radio Charlie Kilo on the Amsphere 5, 2-meter up group on 145.50. We are standing by and listening for any stations out there. We'll put a few more call-outs, but if we don't hear anybody, then we will close it down for the morning. The time here at the moment, it is now 2:05 in the morning, so we will hang around, for a little bit longer, but if we don't hear anybody, then we will close it down. This is Mike 0, Radio Charlie Kilo, standing by and listening on the Amsphere 5, 2-meter up group. Okay, this is Mike Zero, Radio Charlie Kilo on the Amsphere 5 2-meter up group on 145.50. We are standing by and listening for any stations out there. It is now nearly 2:10 in the morning over here in the UK. We will put a few call-outs, otherwise if we don't hear anybody, we will sign off and close it down for the night, and we will be back tomorrow. So we will put a couple more call-outs and we'll see where we go from there. So this is Mike Zero. We also got a Facebook page. We have an Amsphere Facebook page. So if you want to join that, please come on in and let us know. There's lots of information in there for you. We will give you the details, or we'll send you a QSL card with all the information on it. So this is Mike Zero, Radio Charlie Kilo on the Amsphere 5 2-meter up group, standing by and listening.
But no worries, Bruce. So I'm going to go over to Dave and see what Dave's comments are. I know Dave's seen it. I found it an interesting one to do because the station in England, I'm going to put it this way, is me. So mine is IO82SU, if anyone wants to go and check it after on Velocam. So next up, Kilo Sierra 1 Kilo. Dave, the mic is yours from Net Control.
This is Sierra 1 Kilo. Well, you know I know the answer. And I know where that grid is. And I know where England is. And it's long pass, of course. And long pass is a very interesting phenomenon. Because it would vary by the time of day. And how many times you go through dark and light. But it's still long pass because I know where both ends are. And I told you that. Over.
KS1K from Net Control, correct, and thank you. And like you say, it would depend on the time of day, because the other time of day would be going short path, so it is long path. And that grid is in New Zealand, famous, or close to ZL3MAs. So, yep, it is a long path, and I can honestly say I've done it a fair few times from here, and beamed the long path on 10 metres, and I think we've even done it on 15, 17 and 12 on here, but for definite on 10, and sometimes, not just for a few minutes, a good few hours. So again, do we have any other questions or comments for tonight's net or check-ins? If so, please come now with your call. Okay, nothing heard, and I got one other piece of good news from this weekend. The clocks go back to normal this side, so they take it back by the hour, and I'm protesting and saying to Sue, leave the hour once they take it back and don't change it forward. So again, next week when I come in on Tuesday or Wednesday morning, it will be at 1 UTC, exactly the same. So I thank each and every one that has checked in tonight. And if we do have any further questions, comments or check-ins, then please come now with your... Okay, nothing heard, so we will start the 7-3 round. And I will start at the top of the list. And as always, Dave, thank you for joining us on the net, my friend. And the mic is yours for the 7-3. Please go ahead.
Well, pretty much, even though it was a small net, it's a good one. And we'll keep it that way, and we'll see you next time. Sorry about the time change. 7-3 all. KS1K back to net control.
KS1K from November Echo Tango Fast, November Alpha Romeo Charlie. Yep, no worries, Dave, and yes, it has been a good one, even though it has been a short one, my friend. And no worries about the time change, like I say. I don't mind it being back in alignment. Just wish they'd leave it where it is. Hi. But until the next one, you take care and stay safe, and hopefully we'll catch up again soon, but 7-3 for now. Next up to the mic, November 2, Juliet Oscar Alpha John. As always, a pleasure to have you in the net, my friend. And the mic is yours for the 7-3 round. Please go.
Thank you, Andrew. A good evening to you. A good evening to everybody. A good night's rest. NET, so NARC with thanks, Andrew. N2JOA. Good night.
November 2, Juliet Oscar Alpha from November Echo Tango / November Alpha Romeo Charlie. No worries, my friend, and take care and stay safe as always, and thank you for joining us on the net. So 7-3. Next up, the Victor Echo 3, Charlie Mike Tango Colin. Go ahead, the mic is yours for the 7.
NET stroke NARC, the ECCMT. Well, we put our cups back the first weekend in November, so I think that's the weeks after you do, Andy. So, and that'll be great because I won't be up too late. As I mentioned in my message the other day to you, 8 o'clock is a bit more like it. One good thing about the time change this time, you get an extra hour's sleep this time. Fall back, spring forward, fall back. So, extra hour's sleep. That's great. Anyway, a short net tonight, but good to see everybody on there. And so, excuse me, have a good weekend, everybody, and hope to see you on the next one. E3CMT back to net control.
The 3CMT from November Echo Tango / November Alpha Romeo Charlie. Yep, no worries, Colin. And yeah, I get what you mean about the hour back and all the rest of it, but yeah, won't make much difference this side. But anyway, a pleasure, my friend, and yep, I can understand your point entirely. That hour difference does make a difference, especially from this side. But nevertheless, it is still my pleasure to be net controlled. Nice to have you all in. And any time, my friend, I appreciate the messages as well. So you stay safe, take care over there, and 7-3 for now. Last up, KC0 TDZ. Bruce, go ahead, my friend. The mic is yours for the 7.
Roger, 73 to everybody. Have a very good evening, and see you the next time in regular time. KC0 TDZ, back to net control.
KC0 TDZ from November Echo Tango Fast, November Alpha Romeo Charlie. Yep, no worries, Bruce. Take care, my friend. Stay safe. And like I say, my pleasure to everyone to be net control. We have done a short one, but nevertheless, it has been enjoyable, and it has been nice to have you all in. So again, I take the personal time of thanking each and every one, or anyone who is still listening. It has been my pleasure. So until the next net, which will be on, and I'm trying to track the dates here, Wednesday the 30th of October, So until then, at 1 UTC, we will do it all again on exactly the same frequency. But until then, I return frequency 434.500 to normal operation. 7-3, and this is November Echo Tango / November Alpha Romeo Charlie. Now clear and QRT for frequency.
Okay, this is Mike Zero, Radio Charlie Kilo, last and final call for the morning. The time here now is 20 past 2 in the morning. So we'll put a last and final call out and then we will close it down. This is Mike Zero, Radio Charlie Kilo on the Amsphere 5 2-meter up group on 145.50. We're standing by and listening for any stations out there that need any assistance on the Amsphere program. This is a last and final call. We are standing by.